Good morning, kids. We are glad that you are joining us for another Sunday school lesson. As we always say, we wish that we could be in person, but we're so happy that you are watching this morning, and we hope you learn something good about the Bible and about God, which we always want to make sure you do. I'm Mr. Miller, and I'm looking around here, and I'm feeling kind of lonely. I feel like I'm missing somebody, you know? Can you guys remember who usually joins us? Who's one of our friends? Do you guys remember? Yeah, that's right. His name is Bubba. So I don't see him around, so I think we're going to have to call him. Can you guys help me call him? On the count of 3, yell as loud as you can. Try not to scare people in your house, but let's, on the count of 3, yell Bubba, just to try to see where he is, okay? Because he's usually playing or he's taking a nap. All right, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Bubba!
Hey, look at that!
It works! Hey, Bubba is not only here, but he brought his puppy with him.
Yeah.
Were you guys out playing, running around in the park or something?
I'm gonna go swimming.
Oh, I was going to ask you, what do you have on your face there?
Yeah, I got my swimming goggles.
Oh, well, why do you have swimming goggles? It's kind of getting cold out here in Ohio.
Well, that's right. I could go down in there and not get anything in my eyes.
Oh, but how are you going swimming? It's almost too cold to go swimming now, right? Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna go visit my aunt and uncle.
Your aunt and uncle, wow. And I'm guessing they have a swimming pool, is that right?
Oh yeah.
Ah. And is it somewhere warm so you can swim still? Because we have to wait until summer again to swim, right? Where we are.
Yeah, it's in Florida.
Ooh, Florida. Okay, so you're going to see your aunt and your uncle. Anybody else? Who else is going to be there? Didn't you tell us that they had a baby?
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe. You think the baby can go swimming?
Oh, well, I don't know about that. That's something we're going to have to ask. But let me ask you, and are you taking the puppy with you?
Well, yeah. My dog likes to swim.
Oh, so he might swim too. Okay. All right. Well, I have a question though for you. Since you're going to be going swimming, you have your goggles, right? We all like to wear goggles so we can see underwater. What else do you need to go swimming? What else do you have to bring with you?
Floaties.
Oh, are those the things you put on your arms?
Yeah, well, you see, I'm not the best swimmer, but I like the water. I like to jump in and go splash, 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 splash.
And I bet the pump's going to do that too, right?
And yeah, the floaties help until I become a good swimmer, because you gotta be a good swimmer.
Right. So once you get to be a better swimmer, you won't have to use floaties anymore when you get a little bit older, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, in addition to that, what's something else that you have to bring swimming? Do you just jump in with your church pants on?
Oh, no.
No?
You wear your swim trunks.
Oh, and look, what do you have?
Look
what
at
are you
that.
wearing? You don't usually wear something
Look at this
like
sweet outfit. See that?
It looks like one of those surfing or swimming shirts, right?
I am ready.
Okay. Well, you're going to go on that trip and you're going to go swimming, but you had asked about the baby. Can your baby cousin, can he just jump in the pool and just start swimming like you and the dog?
We'll probably have to hold him.
Yeah, but babies can't just go right in the water, right? Because they don't know how to what?
Swim.
They don't know how to swim yet, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably better than that baby.
I think you probably are. So you will have to keep an eye on that baby, and they'll have to carry them in their arms, right, if they take them into the water.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have to help keep an eye on them.
Probably my aunt and uncle.
Yeah, they're going to have, I think they're probably best to take care of. You're going to be too busy swimming and jumping in the water, right?
Yeah.
And making sure the dog is okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? In our Bible story this morning, we are going to learn about a baby who went in the water long time ago, but his mom protected him with this. Can you guys see this?
That's not a floaty.
What is this? It's not a floaty. You can't, it's not like a water slide. You can't go down the slide. But what is that? It's something that you put things in, right? It's called a basket. So we're going to learn about a Bible study about how a baby was put in a basket and then floated down the river to protect it. Now you would think that maybe that wouldn't be the safest thing to do, right? Wow. Should a baby normally be in a basket like this?
No.
No, but here's what's going to happen. Look what else I have. I have a little baby here that I'm going to put in the basket. And we're going to tell the story about how the baby was put in the basket. You can see it right there. And floated down the river so it would stay safe. Do you guys want to hear the story?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys listen along. And if you have any questions along the way, you can ask, okay? So a long time ago, there was a family with a mother and father, a boy named Aaron, and a girl named Miriam. They all lived near the Nile River, which is in Egypt. It's this really long river in Egypt, okay? They believed in God, and they knew that God loved them. Well, one day, God gave their family a new baby boy, much like your cousin that was born, right? Everyone was pretty happy. They were very happy, but you know what, guys? They were sad, too. Why would they be sad if a baby was born? Let me tell you, because the king, his name was Pharaoh, he was a very mean king. And they were sad because the king didn't want any baby boys to grow up and take over for king from him someday, so he wanted to kill all the baby boys. Isn't that terrible?
Kill all the baby boys?
That's right. That's just a terrible thing to do, but he didn't want them around. So the family was sad. They wanted to do what they can to protect him, okay? But you know what? God took care of Moses. His name was Moses. By making sure he went in that basket. Here's the baby in the basket again. Making sure he went in the basket for protection. So let's hear a little bit about that story. Are you guys wondering what his mother did to protect him? Like, what happened in the basket?
Yeah,
it's like,
something.
I want to know what happened.
Is that a magic basket?
I don't know. We'll find out. It doesn't look like anything too special, but let's find out. So God helped the baby's mother to make a plan. She made the basket that could float on the water, because not all things can float, so she made it special, okay?
Like
so in a way it was magic.
Like floaties.
Like floaties kept you above the water. His mother made some special things on that basket to make it so he could stay above water, okay?
She's smart.
She's very smart. So she put her baby in the basket, and she hid him in the tall grass. Picture us being along this river, and you know how there's tall grass and weeds along the river? So that would help hide the baby, because they didn't want anyone to find the baby, so the baby wouldn't be killed by the king, right? The really mean king.
When I play hide and go seek, I hide in the grass too, because I'm green.
Because you're green and you just blend right in.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a good hider in the grass.
That makes a lot of sense. But you know what? There were dangers along that river. There were hippos. Have you seen those at the zoo? Big hippos that like to eat a lot. They go chomp chomp.
Oh.
There were maybe snakes and things like that.
Oh.
So his big sister, baby Moses' big sister, had to keep an eye on him, right? Well, how about this? One day, the princess came along. The king's daughter. The mean king's daughter came along, and you know what? She saw the basket, and she saw that there was a baby in it. So the little baby's sister Miriam got scared because she thought, oh no, they're going to find that we've been trying to hide this baby and something's going to happen to him, right? So the king's daughter, the princess, told someone to go down and bring the basket out of the water, okay? When she opened the basket, the princess said, oh! She was surprised, right? What was in that basket? You remember? I think the dog's trying to answer.
Baby.
The baby. There was a baby in the basket. And it was one of the babies that she knew her father would wanted to kill it. But you know what? The princess was probably a good person. She felt sorry for the baby. She didn't want anything to happen to him. Okay? So here's what she did. She decided to keep the baby as her own, to protect him. And she said, I will call him Moses, because I took him out of the water. That's what the name Moses means. So if you've ever heard Moses before, your parents talk about Moses, maybe pastors or your Sunday school teacher, it's because it means I drew him out of the water. Okay, so that's why it's called Moses. So God was taking care of baby Moses. Moses' sister ran up to the princess. She asked, hey, do you want someone to take care of the baby until he gets a little bit bigger? So she was really smart here. She wanted to come up with a way to still be able to take him home, but know that the princess wasn't going to get him hurt. So the princess said, yes, that's a good idea. So Miriam ran home to her mother, and the princess said to the mother, take the baby home with you. So this was a way that Miriam and her mother were allowed to take Moses home and care for him until he got a little bit older. Because you know, babies, it takes a lot to take care of a baby, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the princess had too many other things to do. She didn't want to worry about that at the time. So she said, okay, you take him home, but bring him back to me when he gets older. So and then I'll take care of him as my own. So do you guys understand how this was God's way of protecting Moses? Because the king, if he would have found out, he would have made sure that baby Moses didn't survive. But because the princess felt bad and was helpful to him, he was able to go home with his mom and sister, and then later when he got older, he became the princess's son, and she took care of him. Isn't that pretty neat?
Wow.
And so Miriam and her mother were so thankful to the princess, and here's what they said. They said, thank you so much, God, for keeping our baby safe. God took care of baby Moses, and God, you know what? He takes care of you too. So, Bubba, when you are swimming at your aunt and uncle's house, is God going to take care of you, make sure you're safe?
Oh yeah. Mom and Dad says, God's always with me.
Always. And you know what? Does God take care of your puppy too?
Yeah.
Make sure that he's safe, and when he goes swimming, God will take care of him too. So, what are you going to do about your baby cousin? You're probably not going to let him go in the water, right?
No, probably not.
If he does, you're going to make sure that his aunt and uncle are holding him, right?
Oh yeah, they're good.
He's not old enough to go swimming, right?
No, he's not old like me.
That's right. Well, hey, I better let you go because I know you want to get back and get ready for your trip. But can we pray before we go?
Yeah.
And I don't know if puppies pray, but I think, yeah, they do. Okay, he's nodding his head. Puppies pray too.
He knows.
He knows. Okay, so let's say a little prayer here. Dear God, thank you for taking care of baby Moses. And thank you for taking care of me. For taking care of all of us who believe in God, right? Amen. So you guys have a good time, and maybe you can let us know how your trip went and take some pictures, okay?
Oh yeah.
Have fun swimming.
Yeah,
Keep those goggles on. All right, we better let them go. We'll see you next time, kids. Thanks for joining us.